What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 3. Now, we just finished exploring our entire ship, and it's time. First of all, I want to go to the war room. Should be over here, because I want to see if this went up at all.
Commander Shepard.
Did our score go up at all? From talking to the news reporter lady? Because it said we got something, right? Oh, we gotta go over here. No, it's still at 570. I think that's what it was at before. Okay. I just wanted to check that real quick. We got some missions, yeah? Cerberus Lab, Eden. I feel like we should do some of this stuff. Like, I think we should wait on the priority stuff and do, like, the side stuff first. So let's do Strike Abyssal, since that was kind of like the first quest we got.
Commander Shepard.
I don't know if this game's, like, time sensitive. I feel like the pressure is on. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. Oh god. Okay. Prothean artifact. The Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you have completed a mission before returning. Well, let's just do this first. This is what we came for, the Prothean artifact. No, this is Eden Prime. This is not what we wanted. Hold on. That's Eden Prime. Where's the Where's the other quest? Where do we get this from? From the Strike Abyssal and deliver it to him at the Citadel Embassy. What is the Strike Abyssal? What is this thing? What is the Strike Abyssal? Maybe we'll just do the Cerberus Lab for now then. Maybe that's something we'll look up. Okay. Ooh, this kind of makes me nervous.
I found something.
What is this? Wreckage. The wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris. Recovered 350 units of fuel. Very nice. Skepsis. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage, just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The plant has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breathe mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Let's do it. Ooh, we don't get to see how many party members we get. Oh, you got a lot of appearances. Oh. Dude, I feel like we don't have very many party members. That's like a Cerberus outfit, isn't it? I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. A mask. Kind of like that. You got like the Samara helmet headgear going on. I like how we can see the info now. Maybe we always could do this. Never mind. You just can't see. Ooh, armor bonus. Hold on. Oh, wait. Power damage. Power recharge speed. Power recharge speed. Power damage. We probably want recharge speed with you, no? What do you have? Shields. Shields. Weapon damage. Weapon damage. We probably want shields for you. You're gonna be like our tanky boy. Okay, so we got the assault rifle. 130 recharge speed. Okay, we can modify here. Increases damage. Allows bullets to pierce. I don't understand what this does. 60% reduced damage, ignores 25% of... no. I don't know if I like that. I'd like to give you more damage. I don't think weapon weight matters here, does it? But that doesn't take the mods off of our weapon, does it? No, we can still use it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the assault rifle, I think. I'm liking the assault rifle. Okay, you have 2 points. Not enough. You have 6 points. Probably fortification. Slow down power use. Wait, this is only increases damage protection, increase melee damage bonus when armor is purged. Let's do damage reduction for you, I think. Make you our tanky boy. Shepard, you got nothing. I'm liking that helmet, though. Whew.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Going up against Cerberus, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm liking our armor, though.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Dude, I gotta get used to this game now. Like, the controls are so different. Okay, nades. Oh, potentially 2 entry points? Oh, we need all the credits we can get. Absolutely. Journal entry? Personal log C to Lavi, finally here. Wow, the troops here are really intense. No one smiles, ever. And suicide on capture orders? Seriously? They call training integration. I start being integrated tomorrow. Can't wait. Okay, we get some experience for that. More weapon damage, more damage to barriers and armor. More weapon damage, weaken armor, chance to make an enemy panic. Frag grenades. Get a turret going. She's down? Containment system bypass? Okay, so it's just like a timed event?
Well, that's weird looking. Guess we found it.
That's the human Reaper. That's the human Reaper. That's what they're working on? Reaper artifact pick up?
Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
No way it's that simple. We want the credits. Okay, we got some ammo. What's about to happen? There's no way this is all for this quest. C to Lavi. Integration successful. Suicide on capture orders confirmed. Cerberus is my friend. Obey. Protect humanity at any cost. Why you kinda sound corrupted, my boy? Okay. We have 4 uses of Unity. Nice. Enhanced scope. Is this really it? On the mission? Pretty sure we found everything. We explored everything.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Ah. Okay. Get an overload. Ooh, an combat engineer. Oh geez, you guys have turrets? Turrets with armor too? Okie dokie.
I need support.
It's V for the, yeah. Failed Medigel experiment?
Will only lead to Medigel advances for Hanar. Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
The jerks. Okay, I think we've explored everything else. Does seem very limited to this area.
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Jeez, how many are there?
Cortez, second sample secured. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Make it 4. We'll rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up. Never said it would be easy.
Why? Where the hell is my drone? Dude, where are my people at? And what are we doing?
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I can do this all day.
Now, hold on. Shoot. If I go to revive her,
Cortez, do you copy? What's your
it does not use a Unity. Oh,
Lieutenant,
jeez.
Last stand, Commander.
just stay focused and keep at it.
Geez, those smokes are annoying. Try and reserve our ammo if we can. Overload.
Cortez, do you copy? He'll make it. Let's just keep the landing pad clear.
Oh, jeez. Dude, we can like use this on command. It's actually really wild.
Commander, have to go to dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
Heading for extraction point now.
Oh, jeez. They're behind? And I'm out of ammo. Okay. Let's get a heavy warp over there.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Oh, that scope is, it's actually a scope. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's not super awesome.
Get in.
Go, go, go! That was tough. I hope we didn't have to revive James.
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good.
Building their
Even
own
if we
Reaper.
can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Man. Ooh, 10,000 credits. Ex-Cerberus. As the elusive man's methods become more extreme, skilled operatives abandon Cerberus. They have offered to help stop the Reapers any way they can. Data liberated from a Cerberus research lab includes reports on the composition and strengths of various Reaper units. Alliance scientists are fact-checking the information, but it appears to be genuine, so Alliance military VIs can use it to strategize against the Reaper's ground forces. Very nice. So, do we just keep, like, scanning the areas? And what's up with, like, these other planets? I think I'm gonna finish checking out the system.
We were there on leave. You'd never know there was a war on.
Enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Okay, no new messages. Yeah, like, what's up with this planet? Lena, cloaked. Okay, so this is just telling us about it. I don't... Oh, wait a minute. Start scanner. Lena, cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. I'll read it if there's something here. Its lack of metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer, and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Oh, so we're not like scanning for resources, it's like the anomalies. Why is this so slow? $10,000 credits. So is that everything? I guess. Okay. Well, I think that's done. 100% assets recovered.
Signal confirmed.
Wreckage. 200 units of fuel. Nice. Watson. Watson is known in human media for two things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. A systems alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition and cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperature zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals. Others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 mere generations of zoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. What do we get here? Javelin missile launchers? Oh. Okay. It says 100% assets recovered. So we're done here, yeah? Reaper alertness? I don't think we want to mess with that. Yeah, it says 100%. So maybe recover Prothean artifact first? Let's see what our journal says. And then maybe we'll find it as we look. A new metagel formula has been recovered from Sanctum. Find someone on the Citadel who can use it. Cerberus has discovered a Prothean artifact. Land on the planet to recover the artifact. Yeah, let's do this. This is just their alertness in this system though, right? I hope. Eden Prime. Haven't been here in a long time. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's fertile biosphere drew heavy immigration from the Systems Alliance and other human organizations. In 2183, Eden Prime was attacked by a Geth force led by the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Commander Shepard, responding to the attack, encountered a Prothean beacon that warned of imminent Reaper invasion. It is thanks to this beacon and the Commander's quick action that the galaxy has any chance of survival today. Although the Reapers rushed past much of the Exodus cluster in their plan to take Earth, it is clear the war has come to Eden Prime. Distress signals have jammed all available frequencies, fires burn in vast swaths across the arable land, and its once extensive monorail system is twisted metal. Cerberus has much to lose if word of their ruthless attack on the human colony gets out. What they stand to gain must be equally valuable. Back to Eden Prime. I'm kind of liking what we have going on. Oh, we only take one person? No, it says Liara is already selected. We had the sniper rifle mod, but that should be everything that's new. We have some new points, though. We're actually using Cryoblast quite a bit. Sentry turret we're using increases turret shields and damage, or with shot to stun enemies. But then we have the combat drone. We also have sabotage. Increases power duration, increases damage taken by 30% when weapons overheat. And overload. Hit one additional target, increases damage. Let's do sentry turret, and since we already have the combat drone that does stun, let's get some additional stuff there. Singularity is beastly, but recharge speed of all your powers, health and shield bonuses. Now I'm not gonna lie, our recharge speed is already pretty nasty. We can use Singularity pretty consistently. So I'm thinking health and bonus shields, because she goes down pretty easily. So I think I'm going to confirm that. And apparently we can go ahead and respect if we want. Increases health and shield bonuses or weapon damage. I kind of do like the idea of you being a tank. Impact radius or damage done. Let's do damage done. I've always been a direct damage kind of guy rather than an AoE. I don't know why. Just like seeing their health bars melt.
This is where it all began.
Yes, it is.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, loco.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
Dude, I'm liking our armor.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
The all white with the hint of black. It looks good.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
How's our Paragon doing? Okay. Almost halfway to that second tier. Already.
This was a beautiful colony once.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
That's cool.
Nobody does. But they'll be stronger for it.
Some of our background in that dialogue. Alright, you Cerberus bastards, where you at?
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
Computer salvage? Yes, dude, we need all the credits we can get. We're kind of broke. Thought I saw a person. 200 XP? Hell yeah, dudes. Need all the XP we can get too. I'm trying to max out these abilities. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew that they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Dude, these bastards. Cerberus is horrible. No wonder Kaidan hates us. It wasn't our fault, Kaidan. We didn't ask for this. Can we go back here? They got any little secrets? No. I'm pretty sure we're getting like war score for all this stuff that we find, so.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
But I want to go over there. Yeah, we're about to get ambushed for sure.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Surprise, surprise. A nemesis? The hell is this thing? Let's get our ammo going. Oh, snap. I don't know what that just was, but that looks scary. Not liking that flashing. That should be destructible cover, right? It was in the prior games. Let's get a singularity, please.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Yes, we do get to go over here. Nice. You know, we gotta check out all the homes. What? Here we go. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Yeah, Eden Prime support. 3,000 credits. So it doesn't seem like there's any resources in this game. Dude, these areas are pretty, like, open and big. Like, it's not very linear, like in prior games. It's interesting. I want to make sure we loot everything, though. Yeah, overload. Let's hit you with heavy warp. Hit you with overload. Okay. Overload here. Finish you off with warp. You. Warp and incinerate. Let's incinerate you. Nicely done. Alright. See what's going on in this room. Let's grab... Ooh, we can get on rooftops now? This is wild. 6,000 credits. Resistance information update. We've gotten word from our source within Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. This gives us a perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambiata to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information, and with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
I want to check that rooftop just in case anything's up there. Dude, we gotta look for like vantage points now and stuff. Oh my goodness. This is wild. This is super cool. Are we allowed to drop from here? Oh, we got a ladder here. I'm assuming that's where we have to go. So I'm gonna hit that last. So all this information is a very...
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll hit that last. Let's make sure we grab all the loot. Everything we can do to increase this war score.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Yeah, that's awful, man. Oh my gosh. Damn, I did not mean to freeze him. Dude, these smokes are awful. Okay, this turret's gotta go. There, get that going. And then if we warp it, perfect. Nice little combination there. Go ahead and finish that guy off. We need to overload that drone. We can singularity. Overload it one more time. Get that going. Warp. And then we'll get a combat drone. Oh, you're placing another turret? Holy cow, that's kind of cool. Send a turret out of our own. Ah, there's multiple pod datas. Okay. So we'll have to go back for that other one. What's stasis do? So it just freezes you. It's another freeze. But eventually you break out after taking so much damage. Okay. Oh, they're behind. Come on, guys. Okay, that doesn't seem to be affected by shields. So let's go ahead and hit this pod data. Seems like there's multiples. Okay. It's like a time thing. It's weird. There's no like mini games anymore. Take the ammo for sure.
Victory! Field devoted!
Acknowledged.
But I thought the Protheans had like the tentacles, no? Dude, is he gonna be a party member? That would be sick. Seems like a badass to me.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
So that's what the Reapers used to
I
look
think
like?
I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Okay. So we know where that's at. Open the door, my guy. We've been through there. This was the intro area. Yeah, been through here. More ammo. Can use that for sure. Salvage equipment. More credits. Lord knows we need it. Okay, full on ammo. They got like mini Protheans.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Oh my gosh.
Backup forces are here.
Great. The Guardians are the worst, dudes. There we go. Guardians need to go. Overload. Warp. And incinerate. Nice. Overload. Shoot you a couple times. Let's get Singularity. Get that going. Finish you off. Let's get a combat drone. Or a turret, whatever. We need Singularity on these guys. Overload on him. Knock him back if you can. Can you? There we go. Let's warp that Guardian in the air. Incinerate that turret. I think that Guardian blocked it. Let's get heavy warp on the turrets. Well, I guess it's not heavy warp any longer, is it? Finish that turret off. Then we overload this one. And then warp it. Shoot him in his toes. Because he's got no protection. And then incinerate. Overload. Warp. Boom. Alright, we're starting to get the hang of this. For sure. The power recharge abilities. Or, like prioritizing that over other things is phenomenal. Like, that's definitely my play style right now. I'm liking it a lot.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
You're lying. Oh, we just dropped down. Okay, we looted that already. How convenient. Someone put ladders here for us. Well, since we're getting to that time, and we skipped the codex last time, we're gonna end on this cliffhanger. So if you're not interested in the Daily Codex, then I hope to see you next time. If you are, let's go ahead and jump into it, because it's been a little while.
In the early 20s,
we finished this.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space
We
station,
did this
presumably
in the first
Spectres are
episode,
ancient.
I believe. So,
When humanity won a position
no,
on the
no, we didn't. Did we?
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Spectres are agents from the Office of Special
Maybe,
Tactics.
I think we did. The very first episode
When
we did
humanity
Earth
won
and
a
Systems
position on
Alliance.
the
I remember
Council
that.
For its part in defending the Citadel, the Alliance chose Captain David Anderson for the position. Udina became his advisor. Anderson eventually quit over frustrations with Council politics, and the Alliance named Udina to the office.
Wait, what?
When humanity won a position on the Council for its
Okay,
part in
like,
defending
skipped a
the
whole bunch.
Citadel, the Alliance chose Captain David Anderson for the position. Udina became his advisor. Anderson eventually quit over frustrations with Council politics, and the Alliance named Udina to the office.
Interesting. So, I guess our choice in Anderson never really mattered? I don't know how that works. Donald Udina is the lone human on the Citadel Council. Although he has a keen ability for furthering his own political career, Udina has long promoted humanity's interests first and foremost in the galactic arena. Despite his unwavering focus on human interests, Consular Udina is usually willing to collaborate with other species. Even his opponents concede that Udina gives fair consideration to non-human proposals, so long as humanity also benefits.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and full membership in 2183, with Ambassador David Anderson representing humanity. Human political economic relationships vary between combative and lucrative. The Turians, who'd fought humans during the 2157 First Contact War, have become valuable trade partners, despite residual social hostility. Other relationships are even more complicated. The rapid rise of human political influence on the Council, achieving in decades what others waited or are still waiting centuries to acquire, has galvanized suspicion and resentment against humanity. That negativity is vastly outweighed by the respect and trust humanity earned by saving the Council during the 2183 attack on the Citadel, at the cost of Alliance cruisers Cairo, Cape Town, Emden, Jakarta, Madrid, Seoul, Shenyang, and Warsaw, and their 2,400 crew.
Okay. Familiar.
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer in the Systems Alliance, currently assigned to Arcturus Station on the far side of the Sol Relay. In the battle for the Citadel, Admiral Hackett commanded the 5th Fleet. Following that victory, he was promoted to head of the Alliance military.
Okay.
Hackett was born to a single mother in Buenos Aires in 2134. When his mother died in the pandemic of 2146, he was placed in the Advanced Training Academy for Juveniles, where his superior talents in science and leadership quickly became evident. Hackett enlisted in 2152, volunteering for high-risk missions to colonize space beyond the Sol Relay. He was commissioned as a 2nd lieutenant on Arcturus Station in 2156, and soon proved his ability in the First Contact War. His rare ascent from enlisted man to admiral remains an Alliance legend.
Nice.
Admiral David Edward Anderson is a career military officer in the Systems Alliance Navy. Born in London in 2137, he later moved to Arcturus Station and became the first graduate of the Alliance's now renowned N7 Marine program. Anderson is one of the Alliance's most decorated Special Forces operatives and served with honor during the First Contact War. He was the original captain of the SSV Normandy before relinquishing command to his XO, Commander Shepard. After the Alliance victory in the Battle of the Citadel, Anderson briefly served as the Citadel's first human counselor. He soon became embroiled in a Cerberus plot to abduct his friend Kaylee Sanders, however, and learned that he was unable to live a life without action. He stepped down as counselor and returned to the military to prepare for the Reaper invasion, The Alliance Parliament named Donald Udina as his successor.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Dr. Liara Tassoni is an Asari information broker with a background in scientific research on Prothean technology. Born on Thessia in 2077, she is the only child of the late matriarch Benezia. Although mother and daughter became estranged in the years before Benezia was indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Tassoni is also a highly trained biotic who served under Commander Shepard aboard the SSV Normandy before the ship was destroyed in a collector attack. Before she became involved in galactic affairs, Dr. Tassoni spent 50 years researching the Protheans' technology and the mystery of their extinction. She now divides her time between uncovering Prothean ruins and consulting with noteworthy representatives of the various Citadel races.
Okay.
Major Kaige-O Alenko is a human biotic and an officer in the Systems Alliance. He served as staff lieutenant under Commander Shepard on the SSV Normandy during the Battle of the Citadel, and now heads the Special Operations Biotics Division at the Alliance Warfare Center. An Alliance tribunal recently called on Alenko to testify about his experience with the Reapers. Alenko suffers from severe headaches because of the early model L2 biotic implants that he was given as a child. The L2 implants have since been discontinued due to the risk of crippling neurological damage.
Oh, geez.
Flight Lieutenant Jeff Joker Moreau is a respected pilot with the Alliance Navy. Born and raised on Arcturus Station, he is widely considered to be the best helmsman in the Systems Alliance. Moreau enlisted with the Navy directly out of school and quickly gained the respect of his superiors. He served as pilot of both the Normandy SR-1 and its successor, the SR-2, and was at their respective helms during the Battle of the Citadel and the assault on the Collectors. Moreau suffers from Vrolik syndrome, a rare debilitating disorder also known as brittle bone disease. Dr. Karen Chakwas is a trauma surgeon and a major in the Alliance Navy. She served on the SSV Normandy under both Captain Anderson and Commander Shepard, and was aboard the ship when it was destroyed by the Collectors. She later quit the Alliance in order to rejoin Shepard on the Cerberus-built Normandy SR-2. Along with most of the Second Normandy's crew, Dr. Chakwas was kidnapped by the Collectors and taken beyond the Omega-4 relay, where Commander Shepard eventually rescued her. After the Alliance impounded the Normandy SR-2, an inquiry found that Dr. Chakwas had no significant role in or provable knowledge of Cerberus's criminal activities. She has since rejoined the Alliance.
Nice.
In recent years, the pro-human syndicate known as Cerberus has seen its influence grow galaxy-wide. The largely untraceable organization now includes private intelligence agencies, biotics laboratories, research facilities, and the lucrative corporations that provide a front for it all. Cerberus's charismatic leader, known only as the Elusive Man, drives the organization's philosophy and interests. The level of secrecy he maintains puts professional intelligence agencies to shame. As Cerberus grows, so too does public distrust of the organization. Some commentators have remarked that Cerberus is not so much pro-human as it is anti-alien. Others question the blind loyalty of its employees. The Elusive Man is a human loyalist focused on advancing the interests of his species, whatever the cost to non-humans and reportedly humans. The Citadel Council regards him as a fanatic who poses a serious threat to galactic security. The reclusive tycoon is the head of Cerberus, an organization that furthers his pro-human agenda throughout the galaxy. His views have led him into questionable alliances. Recent rumors go so far as to suggest that the Elusive Man may even have allied with the Reapers.
Wow. Ugh. Alrighty. Well, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.